welcome back to Skiff Land. I'm actually really excited about this particular video because we get to do all the fun stuff. I went out, I bought a pressure washer, I bought a shop vac, I bought a bunch of little things to make today a lot of fun. Yesterday we did kind of the hard stuff. We took the motor off the back of the Baycraft 17.5, and now I'm just going to take off the trolling motor, take everything out of the boat, all of these like fuel, water separators, bilge pumps, everything that I can get off the boat. I'm gonna get it off. All of the stuff from up there under the front deck, all the stuff under here, literally everything that I can get off the boat is coming off, so I can get just a proper deep clean. Might even yank the center console off. I might leave it, I'm not sure. I'm gonna take all of this stuff off, everything that I can do to get this down to bare meat, just bare bones. Like I said, I went and I bought a pressure washer. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I went and got the Harbor Freight Portland pressure washer. It was like $89. Bingo, I'm excited about it. You know, 1750 PSI should be enough. I wanted the 6-gallon vacuum, but 3 gallon is all they had in stock. And then I got a tire by the dumpster at my apartment so that I can rest the Nissan 50 on the tire. Unboxing this stuff right now, and I forgot to say, Harbor Freight schmoozed me into signing up for their membership today, and it was essentially free. I guess they're doing a little thing where if you did the membership today, you get 20% off your whole check. So I did that, and it was the exact same price. So I get a full year membership of Harbor Freight basically for free, because the 20% that was taken off of this covered the price of the membership. So super score. I'm also just very excited to have a pressure washer now. I have the pressure washer hooked up already. Just used it to rinse off this area, get the big sticker off the door, to get ready to put my own sticker on the door, which I'm super excited about. Now I just got to go through the nitty gritties, take the trolling motor off. Once I take the trolling motor off, I'll be able to see if it works or not. I have a feeling that everything on this boat actually works. It's all really good stuff. The batteries were good stuff. Everything in the back was all good products. You can tell that the previous owner actually cared about this boat quite a bit. Everything is what it's supposed to be. Nissan gauges, like, you touch enough boats, like, you get a feel for it pretty quickly if the person who owned it previously cared for it or not. And you could tell that these people cared for it, and something happened that it just was left sitting for a while. So I think everything is gonna work on the boat. I think this is a good running motor. I think the trolling motor's good. Everything looks good. I have a feeling if I just plugged a new battery up that the bilge pumps would work. But I'm gonna rip everything out anyway, get it outside, give it a pressure wash, and then bring it back in and see what we're working with. I went through and just kind of cleaned up my mess from last night, all my tools and whatnot. Everything that was hanging around over here, got it moved over here. Keeping it all organized the best that I can. Now I'm going through and just taking out off all the hardware, whatever. I'm excited to see in a couple of days or weeks how everything is going to fine tune here in the warehouse. Like what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Like, clearly this trash can over here doesn't make total sense because it's kind of off on the side and I keep having to walk back and forth. It'll probably land somewhere over here. I kid you not, a lady just walked in the warehouse requesting if I could help her open a bottle of Starry because she got some pizza and she can't open the bottle and she's thirsty. You can't make it up. But that's what I love about this stuff, dude. Pull up anytime. Just took the time to completely remove the box So now I can pull the cables all the way through the back. Truthfully, once I get this steering cable out, I'm just gonna cut everything. I'm gonna cut it all. And then work on a rewire. I was gonna take the steering off and go that way, but I actually think it'd be easier to go this way. So I'm about to just start clipping, dude. I don't even know what it is that I'm clipping, dude. I'm just going for it. Whatever. We're not gonna use any of this stuff anyway. Okay, now I should be able to get all this stuff out of here to hopefully have enough room for the steering cable to go back the other direction. Probably for the best anyway. I get all this stuff out of here, dude. It's soaking wet in there. All right. The last piece hanging on is the relays for the jack plate. After I take this bolt off, that should be free. Yeah, that's all good. All right. This is onboard charger. Oh, that's where that's at. Take that off as well. Alrighty. I don't know how it's gonna pass through. But we're gonna give it all we got. Come on. Yeah, I don't understand. We might be able to clear it, but it just doesn't make sense. I don't even know how they got it in here. How'd you get it in here? The other side is definitely more flexible. They probably went the other way. I actually have never taken a steering wheel off before. So this cable was actually really easy to take off. There was a pin that I had to take off, and then I had to press the pin into the release spot and then just turn the wheel. I put the wheel back on momentarily. And then she just came right out, brother. Just came right out. Almost. Come on. There we go. Yeah. I wish I did that an hour ago, dude. It is what it is. So now we can come back here. Yank her out. Oh, yeah. Get out of there. All right, learning as we go. Lots of water. Let's get the center console out. The center console itself is in really good shape. Even still has a good shine to it. So we'll be able to salvage that for sure, put it back on the build. But we got to get all that bird's nest and all the old wiring out of there and get that down to its bare bones as well. I have a feeling that there was just bad gas in that tank over there, and that's why he said he was having trouble starting the motor. I literally think it's just that. Definitely don't need this. The last thing that I do back here before I move on to the front is taking this onboard charger off. These are sweet. I usually keep them on, but we do lithium now, and this does not support lithium batteries. Rats. Now this. Got it all off now. I actually have a lot of these things from builds. It's 3-bank, 2-bank. All right, now we can sweep the most of this up and then move on to the front. Now we can move on to the front. Also, just for my memory, these are for the center console. I forgot to get all this stuff out of these. Yuck. Just a bunch of ancient tackle stuff. Might be something sweet in there though. Who knows? But for now, I gotta get it all out of here. This is the only hatch that I remember anything being in, so everything else is gonna be a big surprise. So hopefully there's something sweet somewhere. That'd be cool. Absolutely zero clue what is in this one. Oh. Nice fusion head unit. A VHF radio, that's cool. The old Fusion has seen better days. This is the one that I'm curious about. I know that there's a foot pedal for the Minn Kota. Other than that, I don't know. Oof. Oh man. I thought I was almost in the clear. Okay, we got an anchor. Bunch of anchor rope. right. Oh. All right. More rod holders. Life vest. Here's the foot pedal. Oh, I guess there's 2 foot pedals in here. The old just in case. Looks like they had 2 batteries. Although this is a 12 volt. I wonder what the other battery was for. Sony speakers. Straight to the trash. Fender. Oh, yeah, tons of room under there. Couple rod holders. Another onboard charger. Interesting. I got all the junk out, the onboard charger and all this stuff. So now I can give it a sweep, and then I can take the trolling motor off, and then we can roll it outside and give it a rinse down. Give me just a second to clear all this up. I got everything done as far as moving everything over here. I've been working on this trolling motor. All 3 bolts came out great except the last one. So I hate that it has to come to this, but the old angle grinder is out. Gonna get the head off, and then she's gonna come right off, and then we'll be good to pressure wash. Dude, I've been itching to pressure wash all day. I just want to pull it out there, pressure wash it, have it look good, put all this stuff in the back of the truck, get it ready to get out of here, and put this back in here and look at it how I've been picturing it for days. She's now down to bare bones. Motor's over here all cleaned up. All the wires are in the trash can. Literally bare bones. So now we get to roll. Well, not right now, because I was chilling for a second, drinking some water, cruising Facebook Marketplace, and found what I believe is the perfect couch for this office. Like a nice chill environment. It's gonna be skiff paradise in there. We're gonna have some palm trees, nice couch, rug, whatever. A nice landing spot when it's time to chill. So I'm gonna go pick up this couch, bring it back, and then we'll roll her out and wash her down. Thanks for bearing with me. I know I've been talking about spraying her down for a couple of hours now, but as soon as I get this couch, bring it back over here, get it in the office, it's spray time, brother. This hot water's nice. Brand new hot water heater. Just really trying to clean my hands before I go get this couch because it's a pretty nice couch. I don't want to get the old grease stains all over it. Crispy watermelon snack on the way to get the couch. Broski meeting up for the couch said he was about to turn in at 4:44. I should have taken a nap, man. That was such a rough experience to just buy a couch. I got there, waited so long for them to show up. And I showed up when they told me to be there. So whatever, but that's neither here nor there. They get there, it's like a guy and his old lady or his mom or something, I couldn't really tell. But they show up and we walk deep into this storage unit, like too deep to turn back. Like once I'm there, I'm like, dude, I gotta buy something. I'm gonna leave here with something. We just walked so far through this maze of a storage unit. Finally get in there and there's stuff all over the couch and there's stuff in front of it. He spends like 10 or 12 minutes getting stuff away from the couch, gets the couch out, whatever, scoots it out. He's not super talkative this whole time. And then we pick up the couch and we walk backwards through this whole maze. Brother, homie had to stop 2 or 3 times because his arms were getting tired. It takes forever to get out to the truck. We get out to the truck, drop the tailgate, put the couch in the back, whatever, put the cushions in the back. And then I was just like, hey, how much did you have it listed for? I don't even remember. And he said, we have it listed at $175. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, any chance you take $150? Brother, I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Facebook Marketplace is like my thing. And I guess it's just not some other people's things. I don't know. But $150 offer on a $175 is not a low ball. And if anything, it's a very, very, very appropriate starting point for them to counter offer. The negotiation wouldn't have been bad. I would have said, will you take $150? And they take, I don't know, I take $160 or something, dude. That's how the story goes. Brother said no. And I was like, oh. I was like, would you take $160? And I guess his old lady chimed in and was like, you knew how much it was before you even got out here. They weren't the most like stand-up people. They even said they were selling all this stuff for somebody else. All I know is hot. For all I know, the couch could be hot. But whatever. They started like arguing with me, and I was like, hey, like, I felt like 150 was a good starting point, and they were like, nah, you should have offered that before you even came out here. We would have told you no, we're staying firm at 175. And I was just thinking like, dude, I'm gonna have to help them put this back in the storage unit and go back through the maze. And lordy, I don't have the heart for that. Because I mean, I could be the guy that's like, dude, take it out of the truck, I'm leaving it right here, whatever. But I was like, man, whenever I get back to Skiff Land, I wouldn't mind taking a little snoozy before I get back to work. So I mean, they got me good. They got me good with the firm 175. Dude, here's a tip ski, just a little tip on Marketplace. Keep it a round number. Because I don't know many people walking around with the old Lincoln in their pocket. Just keep it round. Keep it a 150, a 160, a 180, 200, whatever. You get the fives involved, and now I gotta like download Cash App again or something just for your little $5. Dude, they wouldn't come down to $5. I was like, what about 170? And they were, it was rough. It was rough. But I got the couch in the back. Feel a little defeated off of that. But I don't even do that. Brother, I let people negotiate all the time, dude. Like, it's never set in stone. This ain't rooms to go, brother. Let me get a little 5 off the top or something. Whatever, dude. I'm cruising back to Skiff Land, put the couch in the office, take the old nap. Or like a little siesta, maybe a little 5 or 10. And then it's pressure wash time. Don't tell my doctor, dude. I felt like I was gonna pass out. I haven't had much to eat today. Definitely not enough sodium. So I grabbed a little Chick-fil-A. All right, sue me. Sue me. Don't tell my doctor I park it in the shade. And I'm gonna eat this and have a good time. Back here at the shop, Chick-fil-A was great. I haven't had normal Chick-fil-A in a long time. I'm probably gonna regret it, but it is what it is. Got the couch in here, looking nice and comfy. Kind of peeved about it. We got some stains, but I'll be able to get those out. Got her outside. She looks good like this, a lot of potential. Right now, I just have hooked up some dish soap. I don't even have the wand hooked up or anything. My hand is already super itchy off of doing this. Did not take long. I don't even know what I'm putting my hands in, but do what you gotta do, brother. Can get the shop back out for that here in a bit. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna lift the trailer up so it's tilted more. Couldn't get it to stay, dented the old truck just like that. But she's good to get washed down now. It'll all drain out the back. These spots are pretty bad, so I'm gonna give them a good dose. I've been working double time, trying to get good angles and everything. So for the remainder, I'm just gonna knock it out solo, listen to a country tune, get it all cleaned up, and then I'll catch up with you when it's done. Taking a break just for a second, just because I want to share something with you guys. The boat is coming along great. It's cleaning up very nicely. I just wanted to share with you the sticker that I threw up, Skiffland, brother. Don't hate that it's crooked and whatever. I started going off path at the beginning, and I was like, you know what? It really just makes sense that I eyeballed this, and the sign for Skiffland is just a little bit crooked. Just a little bit squirrely. It just makes sense. Update. Things are looking good. Kinda. Pulling in that side because it's tilted in that direction. But everything's cleaning up nicely. I'm gonna finish all this up, get it back inside, and we'll look at it under the lights. But seriously, dude, I am so pumped about this sticker. I left the other stickers down below because it's pretty accurate anyway. Yep, I'll be here. Took a second to make it a little easier for myself, moved it to the lowest point, and I lifted it up higher. Still a little bit of pooling, but whatever, dude. It's draining a lot better. So now I can go in there with the final and then bring it back in. Alrighty, fellas. She's all clean. Pretty much, for the most part, she's all clean. The bilge area is really clean. I don't know if I would eat dinner off of it, but it is really clean in comparison to what it looked like before. The back hatch, very, very clean. The live wells are pretty clean. I'm gonna go back and actually fully detail this boat at some point. So I really am just trying to get all the grime and loose dirt out and any like major staining. Hatch up here, pretty good. I mean, there's stains in here, obviously. The last time it was registered was 2020. So who knows? It could have been sitting in a barn field for 5 years. All this stuff is, it's not dirt. So, I mean, it's not gonna come off. The center console cleaned up really nicely. I've taken so many screws out of this boat, in the floor, for accessories, out of the center console, random, like, I've taken so many screws out of this boat. I'm gonna be good on stainless steel nuts and bolts and screws for like 3 years, brother. It's crazy. I've taken off basically everything, and I would say she's really down to the bare bones now. Everything that we're gonna keep on the boat is still on the boat. The jack plate, we're gonna work out the kinks with that, see if she still fires up. The center console, we're still gonna keep. We're gonna get a new steering wheel, new gauges and everything. But as far as the center console and the hull and the trailer and the jack plate and the hatches, they're all clean and ready to be worked on without having to worry about getting all grimy every time I touch the boat. This is huge. This is great news. I'm very excited with how clean she is. The gel coat on the exterior, when it got wet, it looked so good. And what it looks like when it's wet is what it'll look like by the time I'm done buffing and polishing. So that gives me a huge light at the end of the tunnel that this gel coat is gonna clean up real nicely. The trailer, I actually, like, after cleaning it all off, it's in really good condition. There's a lot of rust stains. I'm gonna wait till the boat completely dries, and then I'm gonna hit it with some rust stain remover. I think it was too wet earlier, so it was too diluted. But trolling motor's off, motor's off. All the cables are out of here. All the hard stuff is over. So now we can get to the fun stuff. We got some EVA foam that we're gonna throw on the floor. We got a bunch of other accessories. It's gonna be a really, really, really fun time now that we're down to the bones. Now we can just lift it off, lift it all the way back up. Foundation all the way to the roof. I wish I could buy boats like this, just all the way down. Like, I don't have to take anything off or waste any time. But they're hard to find like that. But here she is, the Baycraft 17.5 skiff. The lines, every once in a while I'll catch a glimpse of the lines. Looks so good. She's looking mean, dude. This is gonna be a fishing machine by the end of it. We got the Yamaha 60, we got the Minn Kota 80. She's gonna be getting on some fish here soon. Regardless, appreciate you for tuning in to another video. If you made it to this point in the video, you're a legend for sure. I'm glad to have you. Glad to have you, because I love the warehouse, I love Skiffland, but solo dolo, I get pretty bored. So having you guys to talk to and hang out with means the world to me. Hopefully you stick around, and if you're new here, welcome. I'd love to have you. And I'm about to go in this office, chill in the AC, sit on this new comfy couch, edit this video, get it posted, get home to the wife, the baby, and have a good rest of the evening. It's like 8 o'clock right now. I stayed here a little later than I wanted to, but we got there. We got there in the end, and it's worth it. Now I can go home and rest easy. All right, I'm gonna kill the video right there. I've been yapping long enough. Appreciate you for tuning in. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Get to crack a nice one. Couch is verified comfy. I'm sweaty, I'm dirty. The couch is a little dirty too, so before I clean it, I might as well have a good sesh. In other news, the CT scan that I had yesterday, unfortunately, I got a call this morning that was saying I urgently need to come in for another visit as soon as possible. So I have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Spooked. I'm spooked. That's terrifying. Dude, you never want that. You want it to be quick. On the phone, hey, everything looks good. We're moving in the right direction. You never want the old, I need you to come in as soon as possible. Boy, what if I come in and it's good news though? What if it's like life-changing good news? That's what I'm gonna hope for. But I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna get the video out hopefully before like 9:30. Last night I got it out super late, like 9:30, 9:40. That's never my intentions. I love to have a video out by 4:30, but it is what it is. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with your boy. We got a couch. This is gonna turn into Skiff Paradise. Skiffland, Skiff Paradise, everything's Skiff. I'll name my baby Skiff, I don't care. Love you guys, peace.